Oh boy. All right. So we've got Obsession here, a movie that made over $100 million at the box office on a $750,000 budget, and even beat out Mandalorian and Grogu. Whew. Wow. So what we got here, Obsession. When I saw the trailer for this, I was like, huh. Like looks intriguing, but I'm not too sure because this is just me, but I've started to have kind of a pet peeve with wish movies or just entertainment, like just movies or TV shows that have to do with wishes, because there's so much room for error. It's another like pet peeve of mine where it comes to like body swap stuff. Because I'm like, all right, I know the mechanics. I know the same mechanics that they're going to do here. Where with wishes, for example, like Wonder Woman 1984, it was like, why didn't you just wish for this? Why didn't you wish for this? Why did it come out like this? And it just becomes either plot holes emerge, or it just gets confusing and they don't want to go in and try and fix them. They just go, fuck it, and they just throw it away. So when I heard that this was, like a Wish movie, I was like, I don't know. But I went and saw it, and sweet Jesus. Okay, so the plot of this movie is you have this guy who's named Bear, and he really likes this one girl named Nikki, who they hang out, they hang out with some, Bear's friends, and his friend knows that his friend knows that he wants to try to date her, but he's like really nervous too, and so he then finds this product called the One Wish Willow, and it's basically like a little stem. And he makes his wish and then breaks it. And then all of a sudden, she just pounces on him and is, well, like the title says, obsessed with him. And then it just goes absolutely batshit insane after that. And this is a movie where I'm like, I don't want to spoil anything because holy crap. Just holy crap. So, whew. I'll just say this. Well, before we get into like the reasons and stuff I liked it or maybe disliked, this movie, after it was over, had me on edge so much that when I got to my car, my legs were actually like jelly after that, and I just sat in the car for 5 minutes just trying to calm down because I was just so just like, whew. Of everything that happened here. So a movie has not done that in a long time. So Jesus Christ. Okay. So right off the bat, the one thing that I was incredibly impressed about was the performances. Mainly Nikki, who's played by I want to try to get this right. Inde Navarrette. I probably fucked that up, but she gives an amazing performance. And to be honest, I put her up there with like Mia Goth and Pearl, or Toni Collette in Hereditary, or even Lupita Nyong'o in Us. Women that should have been nominated for an Oscar for their horror performances, but just got snubbed because the Oscars is bullshit. Sorry, not the Oscars. The Academy is bullshit. She freaked me the fuck out in this movie. There are so many times where she'll just be standing still and it's creepy. And there are some scenes in here where I was like, oh, okay. It's okay. We're all friends here. We're all good. And because you just don't know what the hell is going to happen next. And she gives an amazing performance. And yeah, I would say fucking, she should just get an Oscar for this. This is an Oscar-worthy performance, hands down. So the Academy, get it done. Please, get it done. The actor does Bear, I can't remember his name, but he gives a really good performance because he just slowly starts, losing his shit and is trying to make the best of a bad situation, but then just shit just goes up the wall and he just can't take it anymore and starts losing his sanity. And it's just incredible. The two of them, their chemistry, I thought was very well done. Very well done. It was also very suspenseful. There are just points in this movie where they can make, I'm not going to say this, they can make a household plant, terrifying. And if you've seen the movie, you probably know what scene I just talked about, but they can make that scary because it's just like, oh boy, something's going to happen. It is a lot of that building and building and building to then you're expecting something to happen. And then sometimes something does happen, but it could be not as scary as you thought, or something else completely happens. And it just has this incredible way of pivoting your expectations. And that's something I think a horror movie should do and has been kind of lacking in certain aspects. And this movie does it very, very well. And it puts a new, fresh, and interesting twist on the whole Wish plot line. They actually thought their shit out. Because there are times, I'll say this, there's a scene where, he buys another one because he thinks, okay, well, what if I just, wish for this, like wish for this to be, fixed or whatever, but it doesn't break because you only get one wish. That's why it's called One Wish Willow. And I'm like, nice. So they put a stamp on it. It wasn't just called Wish Willow or something. It's one wish. So it's like, yeah, you only get one. So I like how they put a stamp on that. So it's like, yeah, you really didn't word your shit, did you? So you're, in lack of a better word, you're fucked. Now, the bad, I'm going to be completely honest. I have nothing. I really had nothing. This was just really, really well done, from the performances to being very suspenseful. The fact that it got under my skin, and on the drive home, I was just like thinking about this scene and thinking about this scene. And I just kept bouncing around because, my God, this was just so damn good. And so for negatives, I honestly got nothing. I've got nothing. So overall, I'm a bit tired of the whole Wish movies because, they don't fully write their stuff. But this was very suspenseful, and its writing was very top notch. And I think it was Carrie Barker did a really, really, really good job, like really great job. The biggest praise I can give is Inde's performance. And in this movie, you actually feel bad for her character because the whole wish thing is, it's something that's controlling her to do this stuff. So she's a victim in all of this. And so you actually do feel bad for this. You do feel bad for her. And so, yeah, it was a balancing act where I was like, damn, that sucks what's going on with you. But then she does something scary or suspenseful, and you're just like, okay, let's calm down. Let's just sit down and breathe, please. And so, you feel bad for her, but at the same time, she freaks you the fuck out. And I personally can't think of anything bad with this movie. And so this honestly might be my favorite movie of the year so far, and surpasses Send Help, because I really like that one. So the fact I can't find anything I can't find anything negative about this, or there's no like, yeah, I really liked it, but it feels like something's missing. I don't honestly feel like anything's missing with this. So, the first one this year, it's getting an amazing, because when a movie makes your legs turn into jelly 5 minutes after you walked out, like what happened to me, you've got something. And I was thinking about the movie the entire time on the way home. And when a movie gets under your skin, like after you walk out, and then it gets under your skin the next day, and you're talking about it with maybe friends or coworkers, like what I did, and you're just like, you have to see this movie. God damn it, you guys succeeded. So great job. You actually got under my skin. And god damn it, Indy deserves an Oscar for this.